You're watching SBA Today. With all the latest news, stories, and advice, here are your hosts, Paul Long and Tanya Mazurek.
Welcome to SBA Today, presented by Res Title, your SBA title experts for the week of September 22nd. I am Paul.
And I am Tanya. And did you hear, Paul? Did you hear? Did you hear? They did it. They lowered the rates.
Woo! Yeah, baby. Yes.
We got to keep some music.
I know. Right. Prime is now at 7.25. If you did not know that, where the heck have you been?
Exactly.
They are talking about another half. Oh,
I was going to say, yeah. You go ahead.
Yep. They're talking about taking another 0.5% by the end of the year, which would make Prime at 6.75. Love it.
I know. It's very, very helpful for our small businesses, and that's what we want to make sure that everybody knows is any little decrease helps. Now, okay, no. But Paul,
yeah.
Seriously though, I mean, when you do the numbers, in actuality, when you do the numbers, let's say you've got, $100,000 loan, or a $1 million or something like that, and you really do the numbers, 100%. It's really not what people think, but it's good. I mean, it's good. It's going the right direction. It's good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There are some businesses that I know that that 0.25% is going to help them, or 75 bips is going to help them. Like I absolutely
75 now. That's a whole little bit
of. They'll need that's very helpful. So I'm glad to see that. Thank goodness for that.
Yes.
Keep it coming within a reasonable time.
Within a reasonable? Oh, you mean, let's drop it.
Right. Because if we're just exactly. Because, again, from as a department manager, I have to think about, okay, we changed rates this month. So we have to update this at the end of the month. And all, so there's always a lot more than just the rates changed. Well, there's a lot of back end stuff that SBA managers have to do. What does the documents need to say? That was a question in my group. Do you change the rate now, or do you change it based on the quarter, which you do it
I was going to say, and then you've got the
first of the month. Right.
Exactly. So but then people, they don't know when it's going to change. Oftentimes our borrowers don't know when their payment is going to actually change. So then that can kind of get a little weird too. Anyway.
Yep. But just a friendly reminder for everybody.
We're excited.
Just a friendly reminder for everyone out there, though, that they are your interest rate changes at the beginning of the month. So today your prime rate is actually 7.5 until October 1st. Then it will be 7.25. So anyway, that's.
I'm doing the round to go along with his. Yo.
Now, I have searched the United States, and I have done everything I can to find Tanya a man. So. So, I want to let you know that I found you. His name is Mark.
Mark.
And by the way, it's not Mark with a K. It's Mark with a C, which is pretty interesting.
That sounds so...
It's so exotic, right? So, this dude, loves long walks on the beach talking about manufacturing loans.
Damn, he sounds sexy.
So I'm going to introduce you to Mark. Mark stands for Manufacturers Access to Revolving Credit, and there went the sexiness. So
you just blew it for us all.
I did.
Oh, you were really bad. And once again, the typical Paul loving to mess with me a bit. And did you know, Paul, I don't know. That could be like going against the SBA rules because, it's kind of a little bit of a prurient. I'm kidding. Anyway, no, but I think actually, you probably saw my post that I did, right? That I was making some big day, and then the Southern buffet, the borrowers that went, that chase shiny objects and all that fun stuff. I'm like, so that's where this came from, y'all. I was playing. It's actually quite funny to see it. I got it myself, but Southern accent.
Yeah.
Okay. So, rant on you.
Yes. So I'm going to introduce you to the sexy Mark. He is loan amounts up to $5 million, which, hey, that sounds great, right? I think what's also interesting about this program too is it can be a loan or a line. Yeah. So that is very nice. The very interesting thing, and I really like this part, is its maturity. Maturity up to
I like maturity too.
I know that. Oh God, I see where we're going here. Okay, so it's very mature, Tanya. He's got the age of a 20-year-old. 20-year. God, we are going south real quick. So it's a 20-year maturity, 10 years revolving with a 10-year term out. Now, I like that, and that is actually very new on that. But it's up to 10 years for a term loan. So no, kids, it's not 20 years for a term loan on working capital. No. Underwriting is going to be your same, got to be greater than 1-to-1 on debt service coverage. Collateral, you got to have a lien on business assets, of course, except for vehicles, because no one likes vehicles. And of course, on trading assets. So again, especially if you're going to be doing a borrowing base, you definitely need to have that. The thing that I was wanting to get more information on, and I got the information, and I was kind of really sad about it, is the fee. So the fee is the normal SBA fee, which is sad because I was really hoping that it would be the same fee as the Working Capital Pilot Program. And then that would have been really cool. And maybe they'll change that over time. But it is the same SBA fee as regular. So, boo.
And yes, yeah, we'll go into that. But Paul, oh my God, you really had my dad. Listen, holy cow, my Southern's coming out. You said those. I'm just over here laughing because, oh my God, it goes into so many things. Okay, now I think I'm going to have to do something on the MARC program. And yeah.
I think you need to use
a dating scenario.
You need to use Chat GPT to come up with a image of what Mark would look like. Oh, you already pictured him?
I don't know, freaking creative going through this, and I'm just like, I've already got it worked out in my head. Anyway,
here's the best part of this, Tanya. You have to review Mark every year to make sure that he is still a good fit of his financials to make sure that he is still
Mark.
Good. Exactly.
So this is so bad. Anyway, but okay. So are you going to keep going?
Finally, everybody who is a PLP can do the MARC program or submit at GP if you are a true GP shop. So, Tanya, everyone can have MARC. Sorry, I had to. So,
I don't even. Prurient nature. SBA says no. Okay. All right. So
this episode is not for children.
I'm going to move on. He's going to get a. You know what? Oh, wait. Mrs. Long, would you do me a favor and would you reach out to me, Mrs. Long, and tell me some really good stuff about Paul that I can freaking mess with him on the next show because it's happening. It's happening.
I assure you, my
need
wife
you to do
does
that
not
for me.
watch a show.
Well, I will
She
figure.
should.
Okay. His lenders, Paul's lenders. Anybody that knows something really good against Paul, I need you to reach out to me. Okay. All right.
Don't you
do
dare,
it,
team.
please.
Don't do it.
Anyway. All right. So. C waiver. Okay, the waivers for manufacturers for 7A manufacturing loans of up to $950K. The upfront fee will be 0% for manufacturing loans. The upfront fee and annual service fee.
That's big.
The new fee
because there's no dollar amount. Did you guys catch that on 504? No dollar amount difference on 504,
Zero.
but there is a cap on 7A.
Imagine that. These new fees effective from October 1st, 2025, that's coming up, through September 30th, 2026. And can I just say, we all know how it goes with fee waivers, right? So could be here on goods they really love and you want to buy it, but then tomorrow it's gone. They say it's going to be here through that, right? But here's what I'm saying. Get them while you got them.
That's right.
If it's something that you want, that type thing, because we know what happened previous, right? They reduced fees, took fees away, but then challenges or things, all of a sudden they brought that back a bit. So anyway,
remember,
I'm just saying.
We got a fee.
Got 'em.
And by the way, Ray is
ahead,
correct. Paul. Ray just said Paul has no flaws. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate, brother. Thank you,
Ray.
So,
Ray, you are now on my shit list too. You guys can just be right up there together. I'm gonna take you. So now, anybody on Ray's team?
there's probably plenty there. Anyway, I've been getting quite a few calls on these manufacturing fee waivers. And again, to save $25,000 in a fee is pretty good. And I see why they're doing it, but we just need to be careful because last time we waived fees, we got in trouble. So
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah. And then a few other things that kind of happened this week. If you're like me and always looking at the lender rankings, make sure to update your URLs because it changed. I went in there and I'm like, why does it do this? And then I looked at Nagel and they're like, oh, they updated the links. Okay, cool. So make sure you do that. And they're on the Nagel website, our friends at Nagel. And Tanya, how often do you look at rankings? What?
No, I do, but not as much as you, Paul. I mean, I think you have it pulled up and it's like streaming on the side of your computer as you're teasing. Not so much.
I have a tickler that it's like stock market.
I don't as much as you would think I would. Sometimes I find out because others have told me or reached out and, hey, did you see this? I swear I can get so darn sucked into other things that I'm just not paying attention to it. And Paul, I'm sorry. Yes, we're in finance. Yes, numbers are supposed to tell it all, but we know numbers don't tell it all. And so I don't really get caught up in some sort of story behind.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Think about prior, some of the were raising, maybe they're not so much anymore. Did I say that? Anyway,
the numbers always to me tell a story of who's doing what, because there's a lot of data out there that you can kind of scrub from there. So I don't know. As a department leader, I nerd out on that stuff, which I'm sure that's surprising.
They tell a story, Paul, but I don't always the same to every single person.
Well, yeah,
because one's right all off, they but who something's going to change all off the mix.
That's true.
It's not indicative. We're at the top. It's not always indicative of best. It can have so many other items.
Yeah.
doing more 504s, you know. So so I guess that's
Sure.
my point.
Okay.
Thank you for telling me the URL. No, Paul.
Hey, it's important out there. Hey, we provide you the news that you don't get anywhere else. Okay.
Yeah, like MARC.
And right, exactly. Maybe MARC can fix your internet. Anyway, also,
is my internet going bad? Oh,
yeah.
Am I fuzzing out?
So another, because again, I nerd out. Who doesn't want to watch congressional testimony? I mean, it is so thrilling that you just have to do it. And our associate administrator, Mr. Kimsey, was on the Hill talking about SBA lending and supporting Main Street America. It was a 2-hour hearing. I watched it. It was thrilling. I was eating my popcorn and just awed by it. And so there's a few little takeaways that I'm going to share for those because not everyone's going to nerd out like me. One, they are looking at removing that extra 5% for special use properties for 504. Ooh,
really?
I picked up on that and I thought that was interesting. So there's discussion. Does that mean it's gone?
Right.
But there's discussion. And they made a comment that the those special use properties don't have any other negative defaults than any other default. So interesting. I thought that was kind of cool. And I just don't watch enough news. But do you know that the courts actually struck down that SBA cannot take over student loans? So that will not be coming to SBA.
That's good. I'm sorry.
Well, I know. I think it's great too, but thought that was interesting. And finally,
that was interesting.
I'm going to summarize this 2-hour meeting with a very short clip of the meeting. Did you know that Oprah was giving away SBA loans? I know. I was shocked too. So let's go ahead and watch this.
Oh boy.
Testimony, Mr. Administrator. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
The gentleman yields back and now recognize Mr. Alford from the great state of Missouri for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and Ranking Member, for holding this important meeting today. And Mr. Kimsey, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Today's hearing is about one of the most important lifelines for small businesses, and that is access to capital. You know, for decades, the SBA's lending programs have played a vital role in helping Main Street's businesses start, grow, and weather challenges along the way. But we also know that under the Biden-Harris administration, the SBA's integrity was simply undermined. Guardrails were stripped away. Underwriting was watered down. In fact, we kind of had an Oprah Winfrey loan program. You get a loan, you get a loan, you get a loan. Taxpayer dollars.
So, by the way, that summed up the entire 2 hours. You summed up the entire 2 hours of the political. I don't care what side you're on. It was back and forth, and I thought Mr. Kimsey did a great job of facilitating all that. So, anyways, those were the only two things. The 504 piece was interesting, and that we're no longer student loan people on there. So, anyways, there is your news for the week. Yeah.
I feel like this has been one of those shows that, you know, Paul brought the news and Tanya was just, I brought the comedic relief. It was awesome. I love it. And the funniest thing is I did not watch that clip before. So it's kind of funny. Oprah Winfrey, look under your chair. Look under your chair. Oh, God, no.
You get along.
Dude, again, we have had this conversation. You are the nerd out. I am not. I might have been out doing something with my friend Mark. Anyway, all right. Okay, guys. So seriously, it's been fun once again, and except for with Paul. And we will see you guys next Tuesday. We're right here on LinkedIn and YouTube live. Otherwise, any of the streaming platforms where you get your podcast. Also, go back and look at any of our previous shows or the Art of SBA Lending and the BDO show. They would love to see you. And check out Res Title if you need some title work done. Other than that, if you have anything to discuss with Paul or I, we'd love to talk to you. Reach out to us on our personal LinkedIn pages. You can check out some of the crazy things we put on there. And other than that, rise up with your big bad selves, and we will see you next Tuesday.
See you later.
See ya.